up, guys? It is time for yet another tier list video. I'm your host, Basic Keen, and as you guys know or probably don't know, I am a huge fan of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. It is my favorite Pokemon spin-off game of all time. So today, we're going to rank every single member of Wigglytuff's guild, which is the group you join to do missions and such and go throughout the story with. So, I played this game a lot of times now to where I feel like I can definitely rank all of these guys. And, yeah, so with that said, let us get right into it. So I'm gonna warn you now that, the second half of this list, or I guess the bottom half, are people that are where they are on the list because they don't play a huge role in the main story, and they are just kind of their characters. So at number 10 here, I'm going to put Croagunk, which is, the dude you go to like, trade stuff in for rare items. He's one of those, like, creepy, sort of mysterious characters in the guild, but he's not really someone you are around a lot, and he's not really in the main story. So, he's probably the most there character of the entire guild. So, but yeah, I do adore that Croagunk is this sort of, like, mysterious, creepy, sort of just, you know, staring at you kind of sort of character. So, he's got some mystique to him, I will say, but I do wish he, you know, played some sort of role in the main story and was a bit more relevant because, again, all you do for him is just you go to him, you trade him some items for rare items, and you swap stuff, and it's just kind of, it's whatever. So, yeah, number 10 is going to be Croagunk, but I will say I think he is probably the most mysterious person of the guild, but even though he's mysterious, he's not the best member of the guild. Number 9 here, we have someone who is also just kind of there for me, even though, he is a cool Pokemon. Number 9 is going to be Dugtrio, who, is Diglett's dad, if you guys don't know. I feel like Croagunk and Dugtrio are kind of swappable in terms of how relevant they are to the game and to the main story, but, I feel like Dugtrio having that connection to Diglett does sort of up him a bit, even though he's still not really that relevant in the game. We'll get to Diglett here in just a bit, but, yeah, Dugtrio, you know, cool Pokemon, but, again, his role is kind of just very, very minor in the main game. Like Croagunk, I do wish he was a bit more, you know, involved in the guild and a bit more involved in the main story. So, it is what it is, but Dugtrio's still cool, but, because he's not as relevant as I hoped he would have been, he is number 9 on the list. So we just mentioned Dugtrio, and number 8 is going to be his son being Diglett. Now here's the thing, right? Diglett is a cool character. He is the guy that does, like, sentry work, right? So he's under that little, like, net in front of the guild where he, like, looks at footprints and he judges based on whether the Pokemon is, like, a good Pokemon or a bad Pokemon. And that whole sentry minigame is actually very, very fun to do. I always enjoyed doing the sentry work when you had to. So yeah, even though Diglett and Dugtrio are cool characters, again, I feel like their presence in the main story. Also, I should mention real quick, we are judging these based on the side stories too, because Explorers of Sky has a bunch of, like, bonus side stories that you can do after beating the main game. So, a lot of these people are gonna be high up because of their side stories, so spoiler alert. But, yeah, Diglett and Dugtrio are cool. I like their whole sentry work gimmick. It's fun, it's cute. But, again, I gotta rank it mostly based off of how fun they are in the main story and how relevant they are to the main story, and these guys just aren't really that relevant in the main story. So, yeah, number 8 is gonna be Diglett. Number 7, we have yet again someone who isn't really involved in the main story, and I might have ranked this guy a little bit too high, but at number 7, we have Chimecho, who is the guy you go to, what do you call, what is it, I'm blanking. Oh, you go to him to, rearrange your team for exploring dungeons, which, that's kind of cool, and it is fun having that bell outside the guild where you can ring it to summon Chimecho. But yeah, similar to these other 3 at 8, 9, and 10, the main story just doesn't really do him justice. He's not really involved in the main story. But he is a pretty helpful Pokemon. Again, going to him to, you know, swap out Pokemon and call upon Pokemon is cool. But, yeah, I do kind of wish he was, you know, he had a bigger role in the main story, so, yeah. I know I keep saying that a lot, but I did warn you guys that the bottom half of the list were people who just are where they are because of how relevant, or I guess irrelevant they are to the main story, and the whole game, or the game as a whole, and the guild as a whole, for being honest. So, yeah, number 7 is going to be Chimecho. Alright, we are getting into the part of the list where people are starting to be a bit more relevant, finally, even though this guy is really not super duper relevant. So, number 6, I'm going to put Corphish. Hey, hey! I like Corphish. He's a cool character. This is our first character of the list that actually has a role in the main story and is kind of relevant. But if we're going to rank the rest that we have here, I feel like Corphish is definitely the lowest, because his character is kind of cute and cool, but I can't put him really above the other 5 that we have here. We'll get into, like, the top 3 especially, because, like, they deserve to be in the top 3. But Corphish is cool. He's got a cool attitude, cool language. You know, him saying "hey, hey" all the time is pretty cute. But yeah, cute Pokemon, cool character, but I wouldn't put him that high for me. But yeah, the second half of the list, though, is where things really start getting good. Stop! Now she'll die a virgin. Stop! Stop it! Okay. Stop. Okay.
Stay the fuck in the fucking car!
Oh, fuck! That was a sneak peek of all the content that you might be missing out on by not becoming a YouTube member. When you're a YouTube member, you get so much bonus content, such as all my anime watch-throughs, classic content like old Twitch streams, movie watch-alongs, and more. So what are you waiting for? Hit the join button down below, pick the tier you want, and enjoy all the benefits that come with your YouTube membership. If you're already a member, thank you for your support, enjoy your benefits, and now let's get back into the video. Alright, we're in the top half of the list. Now, these people are very important to the main story, and their side stories, like their roles in the side stories, are pretty damn good. Especially number 1, which we'll get to. But, at number 5, I am going to put Sunflora, who is by far the cheeriest person in the entire guild. She is always happy. Oh my gosh! I love her diary too. Today's oh my gosh. It's so cute. But yeah, we all need a happy character in our lives, right? We all need some happiness and whatnot, and Sunflora is the embodiment of that. She's always smiling, always happy, always cheerful, always having a good attitude. Like, if you need to, like, if you have a bad day and you need some cheering up, like, Sunflora is your Pokemon, because she will cheer you up just like that with her happy attitude. So, gotta give her props for that. Her role in the main story isn't too great. Like, there's other ones here that are kind of more relevant, obviously, but, I gotta put Sunflora at least in top 5 because of her positive attitude and her character, because it is really, really good. So, yeah, I don't think you can really hate Sunflora for her attitude, because she is just, she's great. So, number 5 is gonna be Sunflora. At number 4 here, I'm going to put somebody that, honestly is at the top of this list, or near the top of it, because of their role in one of the side stories, and that is Loudred. And, the whole Sunflora story, the Sunflora side story is the biggest reason why I think Loudred deserves to be near the top of this list, because his character improves a lot during that side story. Because when you first meet him in the main game, right? He's this sort of loud, obnoxious, rambunctious sort of character who just yells at people, and, you know, his text is always all caps. And, I mean, it does make sense for his character, because he is called Loudred, you know, he's meant to be loud and obnoxious. But, you know, he is kind of hated by the guild. Well, not hated, but, like, people sort of don't like him a whole lot because of him being loud all the time. And I think the whole Sunflora side story really does sort of, you know, up his character a bit. I don't want to give any spoilers, but if you play it, you'll see why I think that. But Loudred for sure is definitely deserving of near the top of this list. So number 4 is going to be Loudred. Here we go. We are at the top 3 finally. This is the part of the list I've been waiting for the most. So, what do you guys think is the top 3, right? Or what is it gonna look like if you played the game at least? Well, at number 3, see, here's the thing. You would think it's called Wigglytuff's Guild, right? So, Wigglytuff should be number 1, right? He's the leader of the guild. He's got his moments. However, I am going to put Wigglytuff at number 3. Alright? Here's the thing. I adore Wigglytuff. He is the leader for a reason. He's got his whole side story where he's Igglybuff the Prodigy. His role in the main game obviously is huge. He's a fun character to be around. When he gets mad, he causes legit earthquakes around him, and it's fun to always see that. His whole character here is so much fun. However, the other 2 that we have here, which we'll get to, I feel like have more iconic moments, and we'll get to those too. But Wigglytuff's great. Like, similar to Sunflora, you can't not love Wigglytuff. He's one of the more positive characters in the guild. You know, even though he can get mad pretty easily, and, you know, again, he causes legit earthquakes when he gets mad. Like, you know, the ground rumbles around him. So, he's one of those people that is just, cute while also being kind of scary. So, yeah, I love Wigglytuff. Even though he is the leader, I can't quite put him at number 1, but, he is for sure in the top 3. Number 2 here, is it gonna be Chatot, or is it gonna be Bidoof? If you know me, you might know what number 1 already is. So at number 2, I'm going to put the advisor to Wigglytuff himself being Chatot. I know, we'll get to 1 in a second and I'll explain why, alright? Number 2 is Chatot. He is a pretty good advisor, he's got a pretty good character to him. He is kind of hateable though, because there's a lot of times where, like, you're put in situations where your team is found, like, guilty of something, and Chatot, like, believes it's you, even though there's, like, no evidence really that it was you. Like, the one incident where you're in Apple Woods, right? And what is it called? Team Skull, I think? Or Team Skull, I think. They steal the apples, they steal the apples that your team was sent to get, and then because Chatot thinks that you failed the mission, you get no food for that night, which is absolute bullshit. But honestly, Chatot also has some pretty cool moments, like that one time where Chatot shields Wigglytuff from that attack by the Kabutops and the Omastar, I think, or what is it? Yeah. It's in that one dungeon before the Hidden Land, right? So, yeah, even though he can be kind of detestable, he's also got some pretty fun moments in there, some pretty cool and good character moments. So, he's a nice sort of mix of, like, you know, being kind of annoying and also being, you know, kind of a hero at times. So, for that reason, he is number 2 on the list, but my number 1 pick, which you already know by now, deserves to be number 1. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, it is Mr. Doofus himself. It's gotta be Bidoof. I mean, here's why, right? We all love Bidoof as a Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl. He's so cute, he's funny, he's goofy. But man, his character in this game is so goddamn good. He is the one who is always bullied, the one who's always made fun of. He's doubted, people don't take him seriously. He tries his best but fails. He tries to just be a strong member of the guild and people don't take him seriously. He is, for me, like, Bidoof is BC King if I was in Wigglytuff's guild. Like, if I was to be any character in the entire guild, I'd be Bidoof. Because I'm also kind of a doofus at times. I'm always doubted. I'm always made fun of. I'm always bullied. I'm sometimes not taken seriously. I can feel and relate to Bidoof. Also, his side story, Bidoof's Wish, where he meets Jirachi, is a lot of fun to go through. So yeah, like, it was a no-brainer. Like, I knew this list was going to be easy from the start because I knew my top 3 were Bidoof, Chatot, and Wigglytuff. But Bidoof is undisputed King Champion number 1 because his character is the most relatable to me personally. I always love, like, almost every scene he's in the main game. His side story is fantastic. So, number 1, no doubt about it, has to be my guy, Bidoof. And there you go, that is my list of every member of Wigglytuff's guild in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky. And this list I for sure agree with, especially my top 3. This is a pretty solid list to me. But what do you guys think? If you played Explorers of Time, Darkness, and or Sky, what do you think is your personal list of every guild member? And do you agree with this list or do you not agree? Let me know in the comments below. But in the meantime, make sure you guys subscribe, ring the bell, and smash that like button for more amazing tier lists to come in the future. And I will see you guys, as always, in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.